Hey everyone, I'm making this video for a friend of mine. This is how I tune. This is my marmot, and this is how I tuned it when I first got it built. Go here to Betaflight, and the first thing I done, I didn't touch any of the PIDs, any PID, derivative, anything. First thing I done is come right here to the filters tab. Okay. When you first flash it, all this will be on. This will be on, this will be on, that's on, and then this will be on down here. What I do, I start with the gyro low pass. I come right here and I turn the gyro low pass off. Don't touch anything else. Disconnect, go outside, and I put my battery in. Get ready to fly, plug it up, but I'll hold my hands out of the way like this and hold down on the battery when I flip the arm switch. When you flip the arm switch, if it don't try to take off and fight against you while it's armed, I'll pick it up just a little bit and do like this and shake it and make sure the gyro's kicking in and fighting against me to keep it level. And then if it don't try to kick in and fly away when it's trying to level itself, it's pretty safe to fly. I'll turn it, disarm it, go back over out of the way, arm it, fly, make sure it flies okay, come back and land. Then I'll come back in, and the first thing I do after I turn this off, try that flight, I'll come over here, turn this off, and do the same thing. Go back outside, hold my hand on it when I arm it, make sure it don't try to fly away, shake it a little bit, fly. It does good. Then I come back in, turn this off. Now you're getting into the territory of almost no filters. So not all quads you can turn this off. It pretty much has to be a super clean quad, and it's depending where your noise is by the frequency of the motors to where this can turn off or not. So turn that off. Then I go back outside, do the same thing, keep my hand on top of it, and really be cautious under this stage because you're getting down to where no filters. And then does okay, I'll do about a 15-20 second flight. Do a normal flight. Don't just do a hover or anything, because you have to do a normal flight. Do a real hard flight, do some flips, about 20 to 30 seconds, come back and really check your motors. Pay attention to your motor temperatures. Okay, if it's okay, motor temperatures and everything is okay, I come back, and on this stage, I change this from biquad to PT1. This PT1 filter is more reactive and more responsive and less latency than the biquad filter. Then I change it to PT1. I lower it to 130 over 200. Okay, now when you go back outside, you better have your hand on top of it and hold on. Make sure that she don't run away with you, because if she's happy around them that low of filter settings, arming it and it don't fly, take off and everything, the control of the quad is just unbelievable. It's just like you're locked in. The lower you can turn all these filters off, you're gaining ground on an unbelievable flying quad. After you well, let me throw this in there. I'm sort of backwards. Before you even try to start turning all those filters off, you have to make sure that dynamic filter is checked. Make sure your dynamic filter, anti-gravity, air mode, everything like that. If that dynamic filter is turned off and you start turning them filters off, it's going to shoot to the moon for sure, and you're going to lose a quad or get hurt. I've cut a pinky of mine. I don't know. Yeah, you can still see the damage there from a month ago. Got one of my pinkies because I had my pinky in the way when I was holding on top of the battery. When I turned one of the filters off, it wasn't happy and trying to fly to the moon, and ended up getting my pinky in the prop over here and poured the blood. But you gotta be careful, guys, when you start turning these filters off. But that's how you get a killer flying quad. This quad is super happy right now, right here where it's at. It's one of my batteries charged. 130 over 200 on a D-term low pass, and that's it. It's the only filter I've got. It's the only filters running. The motors, when they come down, are super, super cool. It's just, I love how this quad handles. But that's how I tune the quad. Once I get all them filters down and it's happy right there where it's at and not going crazy, then I start tuning how it flies. Then I come back in here and control the D gains, and which this one's really low. Got 20, 24, and a gain of 27 and 20 on advance, and the up here the derivative is 35 and 38, and 100 on the I, 72 on proportional, but that's it. And normally I've never run Expo, but after watching Wild Willie's episode, y'all seen me turn it down and how I fly now, and you don't need 1300 degrees a minute and no Expo. I'm telling you, man, I love where this is at right now. I'm flying a lot better. But I'll stop for now, for this is a long video, and that's how I tune my quads. The lower you can get those filters, the better off you are, and the better feel. The filters adds latency. It's inevitable. I mean, you can't keep from it. And the more filters you got, the worse your prop wash handling is going to be. So you get rid of latency, better prop wash handling. It's a win-win all the way around. But you have to, you know, stay within the realms of the quad is happy and not trying to fly to the moon. But you guys take care, and I just had to make this video real quick for a good friend of mine, showing him how I tune my quads. Thanks for watching Wicked FPV. Take care. I just want to throw one more thing in there, guys. This little disclaimer here. You guys be careful. This is not the proper exact way to do it. This is no technical Joshua Bardwell video. I'm just showing you guys how I tune my quads. Of course, it's probably wrong. There's probably other ways. Technical other guys' ways doing it is probably the right way. I'm just showing you guys how I do it. So be careful and stay clear of them props, guys.